So, I'm running for the governorship of this state. I know what to do should I get there. That's the businessman acumen in me. Not a politician. Never thought I'd be doing this. But I am a patriot. And those of you who have gotten to know me know that. We talk about integrity. Integrity matters. You have a governor that gave his word to everyone in this state. And I don't care where you fall on gay marriage. The state should stay out of it. But if you give your word that you're going to do something, which was veto the bill if it came to his desk, and then, because of external pressures and money, you cave, you've lost your integrity in my view. Second thing, parental rights. The state, for that matter, any government, has no right making any decisions concerning what does and does not happen with our children. Period. Now, I told you, I'm a dad. I got a daughter that's grown up now. I have a stepdaughter, Leah, and I have two beautiful granddaughters. You want to get my ire up? You try to control what happens with them. That'll do it. That's the second thing that really got to me. But the third thing, the straw that broke the camel's back, probably broken in the first one, was the LLC tax. Folks, he promised, took the pledge, no state sales or income tax. The LLC tax is an income tax. It may not be levied on 100% of us, but it's levied on a whole lot of us to produce jobs. That's an income tax. 3 broken promises. Enough's enough. The one thing I will tell you, we may not agree on everything in this room. I've spoken to some of you already. But we have a whole lot more that unites us than divides us. At this point in time in our country, we better make that our guiding light. Ronald Reagan always talked about the shining city on the hill. It's pretty tarnished right now. But there's a big eviction movement coming. And in November, we're going to evict every last one of them. And we're going to put people in that believe in this Constitution of ours. We're going to put people in charge of this country that understood clearly what our forefathers wanted. The tidal wave is coming. And if any of you know me, you know I have a sign on Route 1 South Bypass. I've put that up there a couple times. A tidal wave is coming. Now what's up there is a rising tide lifts all boats. It does. So all of you are here today, I know, to partially meet me and so forth, but I'll bet you dollars to donuts, a lot of you have been to a tea party. How many? Woo. All right. Give yourselves a round of applause because that is so important. Those of you who haven't, you're going to have your chance. April 15th, Manchester, Concord, Plymouth, Portsmouth. Pick your poison. You may even have a few around here. Get out, let the country know, and your state, how you feel about what's going on. I was warned many times that I shouldn't even talk, I'm not a politician, so when I get up here and tell you that I'm not. There's not a politically correct bone in my body. Don't talk about the tea parties. Folks, you know, and you probably just heard the other day, Bill Clinton and the boys are going to come after the Tea Party, folks. They're scared to death of you. What's the Tea Party? The Tea Party is nothing more than ticked off Americans. You can name it anything you want. It's a movement, and that movement isn't going to slow down. I had a wonderful experience a week and a half ago in Raymond, New Hampshire. And I just go where I'm told to go, and I speak, and that's it. Well, sometimes when I get there, I don't know what I'm going to have for a crowd. 5 people sometimes. I've traveled 4 hours round trip for 5 people. That's part of the job, you know, it's the deal. This is a great venue. But I went to Raymond, and I got there a half an hour early. There was over 100 people there, and they just kept pouring in and pouring in and pouring in. And I walked up to the young guy that was up front and said, "What is going on here?" He said, "We called a Tea Party meeting. We had no idea this would happen." And they didn't. They had no clue. They stood up when the meeting started, with about 150 people in the room, crammed into every nook and cranny. And there were libertarians there, liberty folks. All right, we had Republicans, Democrats. Democrats showed up. Wow, I went, this is a great sign. And then we had probably most of the crowd was independent, which I think is great. But the bottom line was, folks, whatever else they were in that room, they were Americans. They were Americans first. People running for office, like myself, need to function as Americans first. We get elected, we hold true to that value. As a young military man, I took an oath. And that oath was to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States of America from all enemies, both foreign and domestic. That oath didn't stop or end the day I was honored to be discharged from the service. I will honor that oath as long as I am breathing. You can count on it. I, too, always carry the Constitution. You all have one on your tables. Keep it, read it. That's my Bible, the same with the state constitution, which, by the way, was created before this one. It was used as one of the guides to create this one. It's a great document. I'll stop now and just let you know, in me, you'll have a man who gives his word and will keep it, even sometimes if you're not happy with me. But at least you'll know where I'm coming from. Thank you very much for coming tonight.